His car told the whole story before he said a word. Fast food wrappers on the passenger seat, gym clothes from 3 weeks ago in the back, a coffee cup from Tuesday growing mold, receipts, chargers, protein bar wrappers, a parking ticket he forgot to pay. I asked him how things were going with his wife. She's distant, cold, says I'm not the man she married. I looked at his car again, then at his shirt, wrinkled, untucked, his beard, patchy, unkempt, his eyes, tired, unfocused. I didn't need to ask about his finances, his work, his health, or his sex life. The car told me everything, because external chaos is always a symptom of internal collapse. It started small. He stopped making the bed because, what's the point? He let dishes pile up because he'd do them later. He stopped tracking his money because it was depressing. He quit planning dates because she never seemed interested anyway. One small surrender became 2. 2 became 10. 10 became a lifestyle. Now he lives in reactive chaos. No systems, no structure, no control. Just putting out fires and hoping tomorrow will somehow be different. It won't be. Because chaos doesn't fix itself. It multiplies. Let me tell you something most men never hear. Your environment is not neutral. It's either building you or destroying you. Every unwashed dish is a vote for disorder. Every cluttered desk is a vote for confusion. Every bill you deal with later is a vote for anxiety. Every morning without structure is a vote for drift. You think these are small things. They're not. They're the infrastructure of your life. And right now, your infrastructure is crumbling. There are 4 domains of chaos. Physical space. Chaos. Your desk has 17 items that don't belong there. Your closet is a graveyard of clothes you never wear. Your garage looks like a storage unit exploded. You can't find anything without a 10-minute search. You've bought duplicates of things you already own because you didn't know you had them. Time chaos. You're always running late. Meetings start without you. Deadlines ambush you. You find time for nothing because you never create it. Your days happen to you instead of being designed by you. Financial chaos. You don't know your account balances without checking. Bills surprise you. Subscriptions drain accounts you forgot about. You make money but have no idea where it goes. Retirement is a vague concept. You'll figure out later. Relational chaos. You're always available, so you're never valued. Your phone buzzes and you jump. Everyone else's emergencies become yours. You have no protected time because you've never declared any. Here's the brutal truth. You're not overwhelmed because life is hard. You're overwhelmed because you've built no systems to handle life. A man without systems is a man drowning in details. She walked into his apartment for the first time. Sink full of dishes, bed unmade, clothes on the floor, bathroom. We won't talk about the bathroom. She smiled, said it was fine, made a joke about bachelor life. But her body had already decided. This man cannot manage his own life. How could he manage ours? She didn't know she was thinking it. It wasn't conscious. It was biological. Women read environmental chaos as life incompetence, not because they're neat freaks, not because they care about interior design, because for 200,000 years of evolution, a man's environment signaled his capacity to protect and provide. A cluttered cave meant a man who couldn't organize resources. A messy camp meant a man who'd be caught off guard by predators. An unkempt territory meant a man without the discipline to survive. Her nervous system still scans for these signals, and when she sees chaos, it registers. Unsafe, unreliable, undirected. The silent judgments. Dirty car equals, he can't handle basic adult responsibilities. Cluttered home equals he's overwhelmed by his own life. No schedule equals he has no direction, no drive. Financial disorganization equals he can't be trusted with our future. Always late equals I'm not important enough for him to plan for. She may never say these things. She may not even consciously think them, but she feels them. And feeling is what drives attraction. If he can't control his space, how can he lead a family? If he can't manage his time, how will he protect ours? If he can't handle his money, how can I trust him with my security? These aren't unfair questions. They're survival questions. And your environment answers them before you say a word. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Masculine energy is order. Feminine energy is flow. Think of it like a river. Masculine energy is the riverbank, defined, structured, directional. It says, this far, no further. It creates the channel through which everything flows. Feminine energy is the water, dynamic, emotional, creative. It needs banks to flow. Without structure, it floods, it stagnates, it becomes chaotic and destructive. When you live in chaos, you're not providing banks, you're adding more water. And two floods can't create a river. Watch what happens in homes where the man provides no structure. She starts organizing his life, managing his schedule, tracking his appointments, reminding him about bills, cleaning up after him, planning everything. She becomes masculine by default. Not because she wants to be, because someone has to be. And the moment she takes over the masculine role, polarity dies. She's no longer your complement. She's your manager. She's not your lover. She's your mother. No woman wants to fuck her son. Harsh? Yes. True? Absolutely. When she has to manage your chaos, she can't relax into her feminine. She can't flow because she's too busy building banks. She can't surrender because there's no structure to surrender to. The bedroom goes cold. Not because she's not attracted to men, because she's not attracted to boys who need managing. Walk through your home with her eyes. What does your space say about your capacity to lead, to protect, to provide structure? If your environment screams, I can barely handle myself, don't be surprised when she stops looking to you to handle her. Your relationship with order started with your father. If he lived in chaos, you learned that men don't have their shit together. That disorder is normal. That good enough is good enough. You inherited his entropy. If he was rigidly controlling, you rebelled. Order felt like oppression. Structure felt like prison. So you went the opposite direction, into chaos as false freedom. If he was absent, no one ever taught you the masculine art of creating order. You were raised by a woman who managed everything, and you learned that someone else would always handle the details. Either way, you never learned the truth. Order is masculine love in action. When a man creates order in his environment, he's not being uptight. He's building the container that allows life to flourish. He's saying, I have enough command over myself and my domain that there is room here for you. This isn't about cleaning your room because mommy said so. This is about becoming the kind of man who takes dominion over his environment, because that's what men do. Men build. Men organize. Men create structure out of chaos. Your father either modeled this or he didn't. But his failure is not your sentence. You can become the ordered man you never saw. You can build the systems he never taught you. You can create the structure that was never provided for you. Name 3 areas of life where your father had no systems: finances, health, time, relationships, maintenance. Then recognize, those are almost certainly the areas where you have no systems either. The pattern reveals the wound. The wound reveals the work. Here's the truth about order. It cascades. Make your bed, and you're more likely to keep your desk clean. Keep your desk clean, and you're more likely to check your finances. Check your finances, and you're more likely to plan your week. Plan your week, and you're more likely to show up on time. Show up on time, and people start trusting you. One small act of order creates momentum for the next. But chaos cascades too. Skip the bed, and the dishes don't matter. Dishes don't matter. So neither does the car. The car's a mess. So why bother with the budget? The budget's out of control. So what's the point of planning? You're either building order or building chaos. There is no neutral. The bed isn't about the bed. It's about starting every single day with one completed task. One act of discipline. One vote for order before the world can vote for chaos. The 10-minute reset isn't about cleaning. It's about ending every day with your environment under control. No matter what happened, you go to sleep in order and wake in order. The floor rule isn't about floors. It's about having one space where nothing is allowed to accumulate, where order is non-negotiable, where you can see what it looks like to have complete control. These aren't chores. They're training. They're building the muscle of masculine order that will extend into every domain of your life. Your mission this week is the 7-day order protocol. Days 1 and 2 focus on physical space. Make bed immediately upon waking. Both days. No exceptions. Complete a 10-minute evening reset before bed. Enforce the floor rule in one room. Clean out your car completely. Days 3 and 4 focus on time structure. Define your 3-time blocks: morning, afternoon, evening. Declare and protect 2 non-negotiable hours. Arrive 15 minutes early to everything. Track how you actually spend your time, every hour. Days 5 and 6 focus on financial snapshot. List every account balance. Don't round, exact numbers. Track every purchase for 48 hours. Calculate your monthly burn rate. Cancel one subscription you don't use. Day 7. Review and commit. What felt different this week? Where did you slip back into chaos? Which domain had the biggest impact? What one system will you maintain permanently? Chaos is easy. Order is earned. Every man is born into entropy. Left alone, things fall apart. Dishes pile up, clothes scatter, money disappears, time evaporates, relationships erode. The work of a man is to push back against chaos, to create order where there was none, to build systems that outlast his mood, his motivation, his circumstances. This is not about being obsessive. It's about being reliable. Reliable to yourself first. When you say you'll make the bed, you make it. When you say you'll track your money, you track it. When you say you'll be on time, you're early. And then reliable to others. Because a man who can't keep his own house in order has no business asking others to trust him with theirs. She's watching. Not consciously. Not critically. But constantly. Her body is asking, is this a man who can create order from chaos? Is this a man I can flow into? Is this a man whose structure is strong enough to hold us both? Your environment answers before you do. Make it answer well. Episode 5 is next. Brotherhood. The tribe that sharpens you or the crowd that softens you.